right, we're back here at MediaCom Stadium. I'm Ben Brackett alongside my good buddy Blake Siebers. It's just the two of us today, so we're gonna call it we're playing up top, right? Is it in a pair?
They don't do that anymore, right? No more two
strikers.
Nobody plays with two guys up top.
No, you're gonna run off of me, I would guess, though.
You're a bit bigger. I'm a bit quicker.
All right, so we're here. We just watched the 2A semifinal, but it's Friday morning. We were supposed to watch last night, but the weather delay. Basically, Gilbert was just able to finish their game against Bishop Heelan, and then this morning, Des Moines Christian played against Unity Christian out of they're way out west, northwest Iowa. So, what do you think? Let's just quick start talking about the weather, because if you're watching this, plug for the YouTube, you probably can tell that I'm sweating, and I'm literally just standing here because it's so humid. It's about 80% humidity right now, but it's pretty heavy out.
It is, and when the sun comes out, I mean, the camera guys on the field that do all the highlights are just complaining because they're dripping in sweat, standing there, and they are just, it is so miserable. It's humid, it's sticky. And then we talked to the Des Moines Christian boys, right? They mentioned it, even though they kicked off at 9:30 a.m.
Yep.
It was it's muggy.
For sure. We'll see how it affects things later in the day. So basically, the 2A semifinal got pushed to this morning. We'll watch 3A, 4A, and then 1A tonight at like 5:30. And then tomorrow, the 2A final will kick off at 10 a.m. here at MediaCom.
Yeah, and a little background, right? They moved the games up on, I've lost track of my days.
On Wednesday.
Yeah.
For the
so
semifinals.
Everybody, they knew the weather was coming in. Unfortunately, they did not get all the games in. The girls, right, had their finals as well. They moved a ton of them up. Some got canceled early, so it was obviously a big storm. People were asking for a weather report last night, but we didn't want to.
We didn't want to get wet, basically.
Yeah.
It would have been a good time to do it, though. It was like an inch and a half of rain in the past less than 24 hours. So, anyway, let's get to the soccer. Gilbert's the Tigers, man. Dr. J.
Yeah, so they first round game, right? Won in a shootout at home
against Applington, Parkersburg, Dyke New Hartford United, which, I mean, that was a long night for Gilbert there.
It was, yeah. Went to extra penalties too, right?
Yep.
Downpoured earlier in the day up there, so I think they maybe got woken up a little bit, right? Todd didn't maybe take them as seriously as they needed to, because they were good yesterday against Bishop Heelan, coming out 2-0 winners, and I thought they were. I don't think anybody can argue with the result because they were good.
Well, Bishop Heelan and Gilbert, they've been sort of perennial powerhouses the past 4 or 5 years or so. And
2 years ago, Ben, they played in the final. Heelan won last year. Gilbert came out and won it, so they're the defending state champs.
So teams that are familiar with each other for sure. Let's talk a little bit about the game, Siebes. It ended 2-0 to Gilbert, so Gilbert will find their way back to the state title game.
Yeah, they kind of got the dyed hair a little bit. Remember that?
Yes, love the red hair.
Again, they've been here, done it.
And
I
the
thought
haircuts.
they put in a pretty impressive workman-like performance. And yeah, I think they deserve to, after 80 minutes, deserve to be there.
Well, and I guess because I didn't actually get to see that game, but one of my little reports I got was it just looked like Bishop Heelan, Sioux City, they were just a little flat, especially in the second half. Looked like they just didn't have the energy to go back there and keep fighting against Gilbert. And Gilbert, a really athletic team, too.
Yeah. Yep. And again, we kind of thought they would get there. They did. And now, kind of a weird, right? They have an extra day, and they're playing the winner of Des Moines Christian and Unity Christian. And just weird, right? For Unity, I'm curious what Unity Christian, if they obviously did spend the night, but how that goes, how that affects them.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I know at least back in the day, right? We would have been sharing beds, right? You would have been piled into hotel rooms and stuff. So
yeah, because they canceled the game. It was supposed to kick off at 5:30 last night, right?
Yeah, and they canceled probably at like 5:15.
Yeah, so trying to find hotel rooms, dinner, everything at the last minute would have been a logistical nightmare.
Well, and you got to assume, though, that they maybe had plans to stay in town because they were planning to play in the state final.
Okay, yeah,
so
fair enough.
It's more, to me, it's almost more just like, what's that do to their budget? Now they've doubled the budget for the travel.
Well, hopefully the
stay
state's
an extra night.
Taking care of that.
It's a good question.
Talk about the game, though.
Yeah, let's do it.
First half of the first half, I mean, the first half was a tale of two halves. Des Moines Christian better, had the ball. There's a lot of non-soccer vocabulary or terminology, and I would say they held it in their half. They won the field possession battle. Isn't that a football term?
Yeah, sure.
But just didn't get anything real chances. And then second part of the first half, Unity Christian found their feet, and I thought controlled it and did worked their way into the game and were the better team in the first half. So a good even 0-0 game at halftime.
Yeah, and then the second half, it seemed like Des Moines Christian was like. Honestly, it seemed like they were sort of waiting, right? Like they didn't seem like they were trying to go out and get the game. A lot of times we were seeing 3, 4, 5 guys around their 1 or 2 strikers, right? The opposing team there with Unity Christian. So it kind of made easy work defensively for Unity Christian, right? They were able to keep everything in front of them, numbers up, and kind of limit the chances for the Lions. Yeah,
and the Unity Christian actually hits the post, right, in the second half. And they were all over him coming out of halftime. And then kind of like Des Moines Christian found their feet a little bit, but never really created anything real dangerous. I'll bring it up. Let's talk about for our referee friends. So Des Moines Christian, the ball in the box, Unity Christian's defender puts his arm across his chest, almost like for national anthem, almost like he's holding his heart, and it hits his arm. And the question is, you guys can jump into the comments, but is that a handball? Because Ben, you said he was protecting his.
Well, I was teasing. Yeah,
no,
I was
like
teasing. I was just saying, like, you if you have your hands in and they're in by your body, in theory, like, okay. But then at the same time, it's like the hands in an unnatural position there, right? So like, if you were covering to like, I don't know, I don't know if that.
You can't cover it.
I don't know.
Your chest with the ball. So, anyways, didn't get called. But then 5 minutes later, there was arguably a handball shout at the other end. So it all kind of worked out. Referees, get in there. If you cover your chest with your arm,
what's the ruling?
What is it? But then, kind of out of nowhere, corner kick for Des Moines Christian, right?
Yeah, well, let's talk about they score the winner on a corner kick with about 5 minutes left.
6, 7. All the little kids that watch our pods will love that.
Yeah, so we love it too. It's the same kind of thing. First 5, last 5, right? You're there at the end of the game. Defensively, you got to be switched on. But then, man, I'll have a go at Des Moines Christian, man. Get some of your big boys up in the box when you've got opportunities like that, right? Like
you're monsters on that team, don't they?
Do, yeah, and especially like who are your best players in the air typically? Your defenders, and maybe the players that have the most size typically your defenders. So maybe you figure out a way on a corner kick to like drop one of your speedier, maybe smaller, less aggressive players back there to usher the defending there a little bit, and let the big boys get in the box and try to score some goals. And they're outnumbered in the box too, like big time.
Yeah, so it was actually kind of that goal kind of came out of nothing, right? Because it was how many? I mean, there had to be 5, 6 Unity Christian guys in there, and 3. It went over a couple of them, and it kind of just the space in the box. The guy just kind of almost hit the back of his head. Wasn't almost expecting it. Jumped up because he had to, and it.
Yeah, just got up there to compete.
Yeah.
And tucked it right into that far post. And that was all she wrote, basically.
I love it for Springer, right? We had him on at the beginning of the year. They are super young. The goalkeeper, hilarious, right? Hasn't played soccer in years.
Didn't have a young kid.
Yeah, didn't have cleats when they first started training this year.
Yeah, so they didn't have a goalkeeper, and he stepped in and he's helped lead them to a state title. Pretty well-rounded team though, right? Not any specific guy that's carrying the load. It sounded like.
Yeah, I mean that boy up top, that Price boy, right? He was hurt, but he scored a ton of goals. Didn't play the whole first half, played the whole second half. Never really found. Never really found his feet.
But to me, that wouldn't track necessarily why he played only the second half. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to save him.
But yeah. Cool for Des Moines Christian boys to get there. Kind of the girls program has obviously had success over the years, and good. Yeah, I mean I think hopefully they'll bring some folks out Saturday morning.
Yeah, that should be the best part about it is the atmosphere. You'll have a Central Iowa matchup
because Gilbert comes.
Yeah, Gilbert always brings their folks wearing red, and Des Moines Christian will probably I like that they set up on the other side. I love it when the fans set up opposite each other just because it makes the stadium feel a little fuller.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, you did?
I asked them why they sat over there on the Des Moines Christian, and they said we were forced to. And I said, show me your ticket that says you're in section X, row 2. Like, you can sit anywhere you guys want in this thing. It just adds, like, because that side just makes it wild when they're all together.
No, you're right, and you're right.
That's why soccer's a game of opinions.
Of course. Well, we're going to take a little break here, then watch some 3A, and then a little 4A, and a little 1A, and we'll be back tomorrow morning to talk 2A after the final.